What's up, guys? This is The Vinyl Casket, home to the lamest taste. You can check out my YouTube channel at The Vinyl Casket, all one word. You can subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much, much more. Like I said, we are the home of the lamest taste. So we do weekly comic book reviews. We do reviews on manga. We play video games on Twitch. We talk about anime and do reviews. I got model kits. We do wrestling live watch-alongs every once in a while, as well as weekly trailer reactions. Right now, though, we are doing a movie review. Boom. Renfield. I'm pumped to talk about this. So this movie came out April 14th, 2023. It is currently April 17th. So I saw this movie within the first weekend of it being out, which is really cool. I don't get to do that as much as I used to. Used to go to the movies every single week, sometimes twice a week, and would see movies as they were coming out all the time. Being an adult, can't do that anymore. So this is a rare occasion. So I get to sit down and talk about this with you. Obviously, this is a film that is rated R, runtime of 1 hour and 33 minutes, starring Nicolas Cage as well as Nicholas Hoult. I believe that's how you pronounce it. He played Renfield. Nicolas Cage played Dracula. Another very important, I would say, main role here is Awkwafina as Rebecca and Ben Schwartz as, they're saying his name is Tedward Lobo, but I only remember him being called as Ted or Teddy. Really, really interesting cast of characters. The acting here was outstanding. I'm going to start off right now and just say it because I truly believe it. Nicolas Cage's performance here was mind-blowing. It was a very warmly welcomed surprise. I think he was both super serious and convincing of his character while also being outlandishly hilarious. The scenes where he was decrepit and being revived and not fully at full power, he sold it. He really did. And I don't know if that was CGI. I don't know if that was full special effects makeup, but he sold it. His facial expressions, his body expressions, the way he portrayed it, the way he delivered his voice, everything about it was a full give. It was a full sell, and I was so impressed from start to finish. His role in this film and his acting ability, I don't think I've seen him in something personally that he's been as what's the word? Flexible, as believable. It was incredible. But don't forget that Nicholas Hoult was also, as Renfield, the main character of this, was so good. So besides the acting ability here, which was incredible, I personally really like the story. Technical speaking, this film really pushed limits that I wasn't expecting going in, or based on the trailer. I really liked it on the trailer. You can check out the trailer reactions playlist. I think I did the teaser and the trailer. I wasn't expecting this movie to be so heavily filled with action sequences, gruesome, super bloody, like out of Suicide Squad style, or yeah, I would say more Suicide Squad style because of the use of humor in these fight scenes. I wouldn't say John Wick. John Wick is definitely a much more serious style, in my opinion, of action, but in that level. So technical speaking, editing was great. Lighting, scene setup, the layout, the delivery, everything technically speaking was really good. And special effects were incredible. Some things were supposed to be looking kind of like fake, but in a way where it was humorous. So like everything was projected in a way that I really enjoyed. Now moving on to the plot. Renfield is the familiar of Dracula. Something in his life happens. He gives up his whole family, his soul to Dracula for power or whatever it was, and ends up making all this money, but he has to spend eternity serving Dracula, bringing him food, bringing him people, bringing him victims. When he gets defeated or when he gets attacked, he has to intervene and save him. And then when he's growing back to full strength, he has to take care of him. Stuff like that, right? And it comes to a point where he gets to modern time and he stumbles upon a church's, like, not an AA, but like a kind of meeting like that. And like a self-help meeting where these people are coming and talking about their relationship abuse and stuff like that. And he's using these people to give him victims that he could go after to bring to Dracula, people that aren't innocent. And that was one of the issues that Dracula had with him, because he said it tasted like crap because they weren't innocent. He was bringing them, he was doing his own form of enacting justice by bringing Dracula villains when Dracula wanted innocent people. Very funny that, as he mentioned, a bus of cheerleaders, and then a bus of cheerleaders eventually shows up later on in the next sequence. I really like that. So I liked that in him using these meetings to get victims for Dracula, he ended up realizing that Dracula and him were in an abusive relationship, and that he uses this to power himself to try to fight back. And then the other thing is that for some reason he was given abilities where if he ate bugs, he was able to get super strength and all sorts of stuff, and the action sequences were incredible. And it basically ends up with Dracula figuring this out, this crime family getting involved, huge back and forth. I really liked all angles of this. I really enjoyed how this was also the having to be invited, vampires having to be invited into doorways was still present, which I like. That's a consistent thing nowadays among anything vampire related, is that's like a consistent thing. And I like that all these different franchises are using that, as the medium. I like it. Overall, movie was awesome. Out of 5, we gotta rate it. Technical speaking, great. Looks great. Acting was incredible. Action was great. CGI was awesome. Story was really good. Everything about this was really, really good. So out of 5, I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna get slack for that, I feel like, but this was like a really good movie, and it sucks that it came out in a time where it has to compete against Air and Super Mario Brothers, which obviously is an R-rated movie, so you're not going to get kids, but there is a whole demographic overlap of Super Mario video game people and vampire people. Like, obviously you have vampire video game people, so that overlap is there. So opening week, at least, you might be losing to Super Mario. In that point, people that are taking their kids to see Super Mario instead of going out on their own and seeing Renfield, you kind of lose for that. And Air being a very, very heavy hitter for like a serious adult film. I love Nicolas Cage, but does he really compete with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon? There's a give and take there. So I feel like it had a hard opening week, what it was going up against, but I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 5. 10 is what we do for comics. 5 out of 5. Easy. I thought it was great. I highly recommend checking this movie out in theaters. It was an awesome experience. And if not, when it comes onto a streaming service, check it out. Once again, this is Renfield. It came out 2023, April 14th. It is April 17th. We got it early, and we love it. Remember, guys, to check out the YouTube channel, The Vinyl Casket, all one word, where you could subscribe, like, and comment, hit the bell for much, much more. And remember to do me a major favor and stay lame.